We love the tram. I mean, we could talk more about, priority boarding maybe for residents. I think I mentioned that before. It may happen again. So the tram apparently holds 109 people capacity, which is about 150 selfie sticks, which is good for it. I think the tram has been obviously iconic for the island, but when people do come from Manhattan, to our beautiful island, the first experience they have is with that little kiosk there, the Roosevelt Island Historical Society. That's the first impression that people have there. Maybe the second impression. There is a hot dog cart nearby that, and we do know that people at the Historical Society love the hot dog cart. Well, maybe second to the RI sign that's right there as well, but it's there. They're all iconic, the trifecta. But in that little kiosk, which is the first experience people have on our island, is a great team. That team is headed by the amazing, the indomitable, the fierce Judy Berdy. Judy Berdy. Judy, it doesn't necessarily need any words for Judy. Judy is someone that everyone on the island knows, everyone on the island respects, everyone on the island loves, except once again for the hot dog guy. But that's we're trying to get through that whole issue. A bunch of lawyers dealing with it, but we'll see what happens with it. So far, so good. But Judy, president of the Roosevelt Island Historical Society for 2 decades. It's a long time. She has been the guardian of our history on the island. When we took over this place, Judy was the first one to be excited that someone was coming to the sanctuary and essentially saving the building. And she came here, she trudged along. Somehow she had, true story, she had a bunch of stained glass somewhere that she brought. I don't know where this thing was in storage, but she brought it here. I think it was day 2 after we signed the lease. And she said, I have this thing that you may find it useful. I thought it was nuts, quite honestly. But fast forward 2 years, we found it useful. It's very hard to get stained glass in New York City. Judy had it. Judy has it for everything on her island. She preserves the landmark buildings. She's a steward. She curates exhibitions. She has tons of walking tours. She documents our history, our growing history. Her journal from the archive, her lectures, her historical work, they help to guide generations of islanders and tourists and others that come to our island. Judy is someone that we are all super thankful that she's in our community, and super thankful that she's here preserving our history, helping to grow our future. And we all know there's no one here like Judy. So there is a video. I'm not sure what's in it, but I'm sure it's good. Hopefully the hot dog cart's not there, but let's see the video. And thank you, Judy Berdy.
They first opened in 1977. It was affordable and it was a new community, so we all got to know each other because many of us had only lived here days, weeks, or months.
Well, Judy has enormous archives, both in the office in Octagon as well as in her apartment. That's just filled with archives and historical memorabilia from the society.
Well, Roosevelt Island is layers of history. The Indians called it Minnehaha, which meant a nice place to live. The Blackwell family owned the island. Under the surface, there's a story behind every single thing on this island.
If I were to describe Judy Berdy in 3 words, I would say energetic, knowledgeable. She's very, very knowledgeable and persistent.
In this age, we have so many resources, and you can't see them all. You can't see them. So from the archive is fun because you just never know what we're going to pick up on and write about.
6 days a week, she puts out a single article, really, and it's always very interesting and often historical.
The trolley kiosk was originally at 59th Street and 2nd Avenue. There were 5 kiosks, and when the trolley system closed, one of the kiosks, the entrance boards, went to the Brooklyn Children's Museum.
But apparently one day she read in the Times that the Brooklyn Children's Museum was going to be totally renovated and redesigned, and they were getting rid of that kiosk. So she immediately calls the museum.
On Monday, I called the museum and I said, well, take it.
So that was the easy part.
We then had to proceed with getting approval of the city, everything you need to move a building that weighed about 80,000 pounds.
She had a foundation built, she had it painted, she had it repaired.
And we happily opened the building as a visitor center in 2007.
The importance of her is that she is proud of the island, and not just Roosevelt Island as a landmark, but Roosevelt Island as a community, and what she's done to keep the community going, to encourage people to be involved.
I think Judy has had a tremendous impact on the island because she is a force of nature.
So I think all of that is part of why she's so important for Roosevelt Island and why she's very deserving of this award.
Thank you. Oh my God. Well, first of all, thank everyone. Thank TRIBA. Thank Skip especially, who started TRIBA, and thank everyone who's involved. It's a great honor and a great pleasure. BJ said we've met at least 10 times. So BJ and I have become old friends. And every time I see him, I say, what ferry are you taking to escape this island tonight? And he's great. I mean, I am so happy we have new leadership on this island. And we all are. We're also happy and proud that we have an organization like TRIBA that supports organizations like the Historical Society. It's so important in a small community to have an organization that just gives you the money. And you don't have to go through the New York City City Council, the New York City Department of Youth and Community Development. And it's exhausting. So thank you, TRIBA, for just trusting us with some cash every year. When I came in tonight, I said to Frank, wait a minute. I looked in my phone. I got to an article on Chapel of the Holy Spirit, which was consecrated by Bishop Manning on June 5th, 1925, excuse me. So guess what? It's the 100th year of this building. Yes, 100 years. The Episcopal Bishop of New York came here to this chapel, which was built for the residents of Metropolitan Hospital, because that was a TB hospital and they could not assimilate with the other populations on the island. So there was a special Catholic church and Episcopal church built for the residents there. And it was used until the 50s. It was abandoned for many years, but there was a minister from Metropolitan Hospital who stayed here for years. And then it was abandoned. Another small church came in, but they really couldn't afford to maintain it. And in between Hurricane Sandy, and the building was falling apart. And David Kramer, I don't know what you did to convince Frank and his partners to take over this place. It was a wreck. It had a flooded basement. It had old trailers in the back. And I'm so thankful and so joyous to know that, like the Octagon, it was saved. This building was saved. The Chapel of the Good Shepherd was saved. Blackwell House was saved. Strecker was saved. The only thing that hasn't been saved is the smallpox hospital. And that would take a little more than TRIBA to do it. But this island is an island that is a showcase for preservation. It's a showcase for history. And it's a showcase of what you can do in spite of all the obstacles that sometimes come upon you. Places like the island intrigues me. I mean, this was the imagination of, who here remembers Nelson Rockefeller? John D. Lindsay? This is a picture in 1969. And at the moment we have this beautiful exhibit at the tram that shows the island in 1969. That's when the city leased the island to the state, and the island in 2025. This exhibit is a project of Dylan Brown, who was our Hunter College School of Urban Planning student, graduate student, and he came to work in the office as an intern, and he just fell in love with the island in the last 2 years, and he put this entire project together. And the panels are outside the kiosk. And please look at what happened between 1969 until 1975, when the first residents moved in the apartments, and now 50 years later. I've only been here 48 years, so I don't care. The Historical Society exists from its staff. It's in the Visitor Center. Where are you? Wave. Alan, Gloria. And also our other volunteers and people who help us, because we can't do this alone. The future of the organization is with the other generation, the people who are a little younger than us. Please send your children, have them learn history, students, classes. It's just like a graduate student who comes in is so helpful. This is what all these organizations need. I also want to thank my cousins that are here. My cousin Carol Berdy, well, her husband and my father were first cousins. So she's my second time removed, and her daughter and son-in-law. Thank you so much for coming. I also want to acknowledge my Kohler family. Wave over there. I've been on the Kohler Community Board many years. Probably it's illegal by now, I'm not supposed to be honest with you. But David Weinstein is the acting executive director now. Abe Shapiro and Rafael Dominguez, and of course Jove Santos. And Reverend Ramirez, who is here, who's one of our board members also, and Jill Eisner is also here, one of our board members. Kohler is a wonderful nursing home. Kohler is rated number 10 best nursing home in New York State out of 600. All of the city's owned and operated nursing homes are in the top 10 of all nursing homes in New York. So just don't go, oh, it's a city facility. No, it's a damn good city facility. I know it's a city facility because when I had my hip replaced, I went there for rehab. Yeah. And they took good care of me. And it's wonderful. And, you know, people just go, it's just up there. No, it is a thriving community of 500 residents, hundreds of staff, activities that go on every day. And there are some rehabilitation patients, there are long-term care patients, there are also memory care patients. It's so hard if you have a family with memory issues to find a place for them to live. So look at Kohler in the whole perspective. It's part of Roosevelt Island. The red bus goes there now. And really, it is a wonderful asset to have on this island. I also want to thank my election family. Election workers, poll workers, where are you? Okay. I'll see you November 4th. They've shipped me off to Manhattan to work for the primary. I don't know why, for the early voting. I have no idea why. So anyhow, I just want to thank everyone for coming, for all this wonderful support. I'm really shocked and joyously happy. And I really don't know of another family that I have that has thousands of members like this. And thank you very, very much. I truly appreciate it. And if I didn't mention you, I'm sorry, but the Carson family left flowers at my door this morning. I mean, these are neighbors. Nina attended, where are you? She had a great kid's birthday party for her son the other day. So, what? Great food. Oh yes, we won't discuss the dinosaur barbecue. So thank you everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here and join you. Thank you.